Disengaging. Pretty good. Let's see what pretty good looks like. It's pretty good. It's really good. Why is it really good? Because this horse doesn't offer suggestion. Okay? If you have to use this thing right here, remember yesterday I went to the riding with the disengaging? If you lay your leg and they don't go, you have to push or squeeze or force in any way, they're not doing it for you. So right now, yesterday I was talking, don't know where this is. Yesterday I was talking about how we're trying to balance stuff up. Okay, you remember that? And every time you get one thing good, one side of it, like your desensitizing good, it's going to mess up your sensitizing. Or if you get your sensitizing good, it's going to mess up your desensitizing. Sam has been desensitizing her horse for yesterday and this morning. That's the first time you sensitized it. And after you did that, you went around to that side, and what happened?
Yeah, she doesn't like me to just walk. Sometimes I'm fine to walk on this side, but then other days she tries to block me.
Okay. Yep. So remember, we're trying to make the wrong thing hard and the right thing easy. When you went to walk around that side, and your horse didn't want you to, you stepped stopping her from making a mistake. Okay? If you go to walk around here, I'll take the horse off the seat. If you go to walk around here and she doesn't want you to, just keep going around here. And when you get here, you go, hey, this is what it's like when I get here. But notice I didn't prevent her from making that mistake. I didn't stop her from moving. Okay? What you were doing was, I'm going to walk around here. When she went to go, you stopped walking around there and you stopped and you did that. So you're almost teaching that horse to move around. Because when you start to go here and your horse moves around, you stop moving around and go, hey, don't move. Does that make sense? The trouble with, not the trouble with training horses, but the hard thing about training horses is you have to embrace the wrong thing. You have to let them do the wrong thing. Okay, like I said yesterday, if you are preventing your horse from doing the wrong thing, you're making the right thing hard. Does that make sense? Like I said yesterday, if your horse wants to walk off, so standing here is the right thing. Your horse wants to walk off and you don't let it walk off, but you're pulling it right here. You're making the right thing hard. And horses have that grass is greener on the other side of the fence mentality. This horse here has that grass is greener on the other side of the fence mentality. Because what's its main problem? She's barn sow, which means if I go back to the barn, it'll be so much better there than it is over here. Does that make sense? Horses have that mentality. And so you go to walk around here and she goes to do that and you stop walking around here to stop her from moving. She's like, I knew if I moved over you wouldn't walk around here. You know, if she wants to make that mistake, walk around here, walk around here, and walk around here, and then when you get to her, go, look, when I get around here, everything's going to be wonderful. But then when you got here, you wouldn't go and do the whatever it is you were going to do. You'd go back and go, this part doesn't work very good. So what I want to do is I want to go from here to here. Okay, it wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better. This is the thing, if something goes wrong, when it finally goes right like it is right now, don't think it's fixed. You know, if you're just trying to start your car, it'll take you 10 minutes, when it finally starts, you don't think, my car's good now. I think my car started now, but starting it, getting it started is the problem. So when you get here and you're around and you go, oh, I'm around here now, it's good. No, this part's good, but the getting here is bad. So you want to go back around here, and can I just go from here to here? She took one step that time. Now before it was like 15, and the last time it was 2. Okay? And so this is just like when you walked over there to get your whip. Be aware of the little things. The little things are the big things. I don't usually deal with many big things, but I deal with quite a few little things. So that time was the front feet, so the back feet didn't move that time. Before the back feet were moving that time was the front feet. And I head back around here again. Wander around here, and that time no feet move. That's what we're looking for. Does that make sense? But instead of preventing her from making that mistake, let her figure out, wandering around there doesn't make me go away. When you stop and stand still, that'll make me go away. That makes sense? And that applies to everything we do. You got to embrace the mistakes. And a lot of people go, I've been doing this for 10 minutes and she's still making the same mistake. I think, it wasn't Winston Churchill, maybe it was. Someone said, an hour in the saddle is an hour never wasted. Okay? Well, think of it another way. An hour with your horse is an hour never wasted. I don't care if you're working on going from here to there for an hour. You're not at work. You're not in front of the computer doing whatever it is. Or you're a mum, so you're not changing diapers or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Try not to think, I'm in a hurry to do whatever it is I want to do with my horse. Do whatever your horse needs to do, and then you do that after a while. Then you can just jump on and go, and you don't have to barn throw, you don't have to bolt him, you don't have to want to go too fast, you don't have to, what's your horse's problem? Spooky, whatever. You know what I mean? Think about this horse right here. When I was walking around here a minute ago, what she was doing was spooking. So I just took care of the spook. The lady that was over there yesterday with the dogs on the trail, she's not here today, I don't think. Oh, here, you moved. See, everybody else sat in the same place and you moved. Right there, I was working on spooking of the dogs. There were no dogs around, but the horse was spooking me. Now, instead of changing what I was doing so the horse didn't spook, I got the horse so it didn't spook it, whatever it was. It was only a little spook, but it still was spook. That makes sense. What were you about to show us? Oh, so you're disengaging that side was really, really good. So go ahead and wander around there. Good, so you can, hang on there, stop. We've just spent 10 minutes trying to get this horse to not move when we go around there, and as soon as you go around there, instead of going around there and making sure this horse is not going to move, okay, I can come around here, you don't need to move, until I do this. Right then, the first thing you want to do was go around and do that. And that could be why this horse moves when you go around this side, because there's a possibility that you do, or you desensitize. Now, you've been desensitizing this horse, haven't you? Think about this. This is how horses learn stuff. You desensitize this side, you desensitize this side. Then you come around and you disengage this side. And then you come around, and right about here, you're working on disengaging this side. I think that's what might happen. Because you've been changing sides from there to there without too much trouble with the desensitizing, haven't you? You know what I mean? So I think you've got this little program that you do, you desensitize, and that's good. Then you disengage that side. As soon as you come around here, you're going to disengage this side. So remember yesterday with the riding horses. Can you bend your horse's head? You guys saw all this? This is the same thing. Can you bend your horse's head without them moving? Can you get them to go? Then when you stop asking them to move, can they stop and stay bent? Okay? This is the same, except you walking to this spot right here is can you bend your head? Okay? That's the can you bend your head part. If you bend their head and they move around, they're probably a bit uptight. If you walk to here and they move around, they're probably a bit uptight. So can you bend their head? Yes. Can you disengage them? Not yet. Get over there. Can you disengage them? Now, can they stop when you still stay here? When I straighten up, that's like having their head still bent, but my legs come off. So in that case, me close to me is the head bent, that's my leg on, that's my leg off, but the head's still bent. Does that make sense? What a lot of people will do with this is they'll start disengaging them from here, and the horse moves over, and then they go back to here. But then, like you have on this side, you have trouble walking up here because they're not sure if they're supposed to move or go. I'm not trying to just get this horse to disengage. I'm trying to get this horse to think and analyze situations. So can I come to here without it moving? Good. Can you go when I suggest? You can't. I'm going to step in here and get you to go when I suggest. Then I'm going to straighten up and you should come to a complete stop. That's not a complete stop. We're still moving around. Good. Now, what did we do right yesterday? We would then turn loose of their head. Good. Start again. Can I bend your head without you moving? Oh, you're moving, so we're not going to disengage you right now, are we? We're going to stay there till it's soft. Good. Then I'm going to release your head. Do you get what I'm talking about now? See how this is so relative? Can I bend your head without you moving? Good. Can you disengage when I suggest? You can't? Okay, you've got to be in front of my leg. Get going. Good. Now, if I release my leg and keep a holding head, can you come to a stop? Oh, you're not quite stopped yet. You're a bit worried. So you can see we're just balancing this stuff out. So it's very important for me doing this, because I'm not working on disengaging this horse. I am. I'm working on this horse getting responsive to the things I ask, but I'm also working on making sure there's no worry left in there when I do. Someone yesterday disengaged their horse. They got it going, and when they did, they let go. So the horse got worried and stayed worried. They'll get worried, and I want to just leave it there till it comes to a stop. Relaxes. So now we've got a little wound up, and I'm worried. And you're going to go back to that starting place. They've got to go back to that relaxed place. And if your horse, like these two, doesn't really have a relaxed place to start with, the whole program's going to be a bit tougher to do. But those two there, when you want to work at home to get that relaxed place a lot, but you've got to go back to that. If your horse is not relaxed, see right there, this horse thought I was going to, your horse is not relaxed, you know, if you can't come in here and rub on them and get relaxed, they're not going to be relaxed here. See this, I'm just standing right here and this horse is kind of worried, isn't it? That's like bending your horse's head and they're trying to move around. Does that make sense? Just a matter of balancing stuff. So, but I really think you've done this stuff. Your horse has been good, not been bad. You did desensitize that side, you desensitize this side, you come around, you desensitize bigger on this side, you come around, you desensitize bigger on this side. When that's good, you go around, you disengage that side, and then you come around and you disengage this side. I don't want them to know if I'm going to come around here and do this. Well, see, now I desensitize them a bit worried, isn't it? See, when I did that, there's a big old twitch of, ooh, do I go or I stay? I don't want to know if I'm going to do that. Or if I'm going to do that. See, when I get that desensitizing good, the sensitizing will lose some of that. So I'm going to go back and repair this. Now that bit's good. But you being here should not mean anything. You doing that there we go, should mean something. When you straighten up, they should be able to relax them after. Excuse me, you come to a complete stop there. Doing the groundwork this way, you're addressing a lot of things. You're not just addressing the, like I said yesterday, teaching this groundwork, you're trying to provide your horse with some coping skills. You are not doing a little routine to where, yes, my horse does this, my horse does that. Does everybody get what I'm talking about there? You know, if it's not giving you the benefit that it's supposed to be giving you, it's a useless exercise. Let's say I go to the, you can take over now. Let's say I go to the chiropractor or the physiotherapist or something or other. And I say my hamstrings are really, really tight.